Ankit Kanodia, uh, he's founder of a company called Smart Sync Services. All right. So he's joining us to talk about markets, but we'll start our conversation. Ankit, thanks very much for your time on this talk, which is locked on down circuit today. We all know the concerns. Actually, they started yesterday. You have a view there. You have a counter view out there. Talk to us about why is market misinterpreting, in your view, what has actually come through? Because that's the message management also seem to have given to certain section of the market, that actually people are getting it all wrong. Is that true?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I hope I am audible. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you very clearly. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Thank you. So first of all, I'll start with a disclaimer as we are SEBI registered investment advisors. So we have been owning IEX for a long time. And now coming back to the question which you have asked me. So first of all, I believe that market in general always confuse between uncertainty and risk. So right now, what has happened yesterday and what management has also clarified in their interview today is that there is an uncertainty related to market coupling. Now, market coupling, if you look at what has happened all over the world, that market coupling generally is looked at from a geographical point of view, wherein you pull in the demands of all the other geography, and then there is a single point where that is already happening in all the exchanges in India, right? Now, the other market coupling which the ministry has talked about yesterday is where all the bids of all the exchanges will be taken together, and then there will be a third party agency which will be probably uh, generating the discover the price, which the price discovery which happens on different exchanges today. IEX is also one of them. That will happen in the third party. That is something which is doing the round since 2019. Not it is not something which is new today. And if you understand the practicality of it, there is still a lot of execution challenges which it has to be met. And even the one of the premier exchange, IEX CMD, also has clarified that they are still in the discussion mode. So right now the whole situation is uncertain. Uncertain means, yeah, if something like market coupling happens, there is definitely a risk to the model. But how much of that risk, it is very premature to tell today how it will happen, right? Market will always react and take uncertainty as risk, and that is why the stock has corrected. I'm not here to recommend whether to buy or sell, but what I'm trying to say is that what is more important for us as of now, and let me put another disclaimer that a business is not a still picture, but a rolling movie, right? So I am sharing my view, what is as on date, and we'll have to keep on looking at how things change over the period of time. Today, as per my understanding, whatever is happening, what is more important for us to look at is how are the volumes happening in the exchange. And if you look at the volumes in the last year, the volumes really suffered a lot in the exchange, and there was a clear-cut reason for that. And what was the reason? There's always a clear-cut correlation. Whenever the price of electricity goes up, then the volumes will go down, right? And if you look at the price which are coming down sequentially over the last few months and even quarters, so this year, probably from volumes perspective, exchange, not just IEX, exchange as a whole should see a bump up in volumes. If that happens, as of now, market coupling is not something we should be worried about, because even if it gets implemented, my sense is basically I'm following what management is guiding here, is that it will take at least 2 to 3 years time to get implemented. So I would cross the bridge when we come closer to that bridge, or when it is a clarity that the market coupling is going to happen, not now. So that's my point.
Okay. So just to understand this, a little bit better, I know you said that you're observing the situation, but given the fact that you will have the entire moat of IEX as well completely negated, as it is the company has been facing severe competition, does this change, the long-term outlook then on IEX in light of this?
Sure, good question. So I'll just give an analogy here. Look at what happened to the telecom, the cellular market in India in 2003-4, when Bharti was initially there, and then in 2005-6, Reliance entered the market. We had similar kind of worry that Reliance will eat up the market share. And definitely Reliance did eat up some of the market share, in fact, a large portion of the market share. But look at how Bharti did in that period. It did exceptionally well. And why? Because the market as a whole was going through a explosive growth phase. Look at the percentage of electricity which is traded on exchange. It is 6-7% today. And that is definitely, and why we are seeing all these announcements from government. Government wants more and more electricity to be traded. So there is a clear-cut tailwind to the industry. And even if new competitors come, they will take away some market share. That is natural to happen. But just by the sheer size of the industry growth, you can see that even IES can continuously do well. However, if you look at the last 6 months or 1 year, you have seen that their market share has gone down. And there is a particular reason for that. A lot of the volumes have moved from day-ahead contingency market to a day-ahead market to day-ahead contingency market. And there is a price arbitrage there. And there is a government GNA regulation which is about to come, which was supposed to come in October last year, but now slated to come in August. When that happens, that arbitrage will not be there. So I believe once that arbitrage goes away, that some of the market share which has been lost will again be taken care by IEX. So that is where I am not so worried about in that sense.
Beyond IEX, what else are you looking at or are recommending to your clients or analyzing right now in this market, Ankit?
I'll not take stock specific
Sure.
name, but we are generally long-term buy and hold, low churn portfolio we have. So we look at longer term themes where there is a high under penetration and higher growth rate. So we are invested in some of the discretionary consumption names. So travel again is a discretionary consumption. Then there are companies like ACs, washing machine. I'm not talking about all the companies which are there in my portfolio, but discretionary consumption is a big thing where we are bullish on. We are bullish on some of the financial companies. So that's,
Ankit,
and IT and platform is also something which we are bullish on.
Ankit, let's talk about air conditioner space, because today also there's a note which has come out by influential brokering saying that, and in general the view is that this place is getting competitive and the weather patterns are also becoming very erratic. So there is difficulty in really estimating what the volume growth trajectory could be next few months ahead. Look at how Voltas is actually trading. For example, Havells is upping their game, Panasonic, all of them, Lloyds is doing well. The traditional biggies or dadas of this space were Voltas and Blue Star. Their positions seem to be getting compromised. Do you see that, or you see them come back, gain back market share which they've lost?
Sure. So I'll talk about Blue Star because again I'll start with a disclaimer that it is there in our portfolio. So there we are bullish because it is not just in the residential space. It gets a bulk of its business also through the capex boom which we are seeing all over the country. So this is a stock which can give you both. And again, today it is at a pretty high valuation. So I'm not recommending a buy at today's level. We have been accumulating since a long time. And this is the stock, you're right, that the residential AC space is very, very, very competitive. But this is one company where, because of advantage of the capex theme, the kind of international, the kind of industrial business they get through their channel, that is going to be beneficial for them.
Two questions.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate your time, Ankit. Thanks so much for joining in on the show and giving us your views.